Deel 2 van het Edison Jazz and World Gala 2013. En om te beginnen vraag ik u applaus voor inmiddels een uitgebreide versie van het allerbeste jazz, pop, world orkest van de wereld, het Metropole Orkest. Tonight conducted by a very special conductor and arranger. Please give it up for Mr. Daniel Jamison. And also very welcome to our guest musicians here who are now giving an extra flavor to the Metropole Orchestra. And out of courtesy to our guest of honor tonight, I have switched to English because for me personally, a dream comes true. I have been following this gentleman forever, as many of you music lovers have. And this afternoon we determined that our first interview that we did together for NPS television was in 1995 in the Paradiso. And we were discussing a wonderful event because at a very important moment in a production, one of his children decided as a present to him to smear peanut butter all over his bass. Now that is something that you never forget, the peanut butter incident. But all kidding aside, I think it's fantastic that he is here, and I'm sure that you are going to experience something that you will never forget, because this man is a phenomenon. Not only is he a multi-instrumentalist, he's also a musician's musician. He always inspires other people. He makes fantastic albums. He is totally devoted to the music and the love and the healing force that music can be. So I'm just over the moon that I may introduce to you the fabulous, the one and only, the great Mr. Marcus Miller.
very much. Testing, 1, 2, test. Testing, testing. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me? All right, later. Oh, you can hear me. How are you? Okay, we're all warmed up now. We're ready to go. You guys having a good time so far? Okay, that last song we just played was called Detroit. It's a pleasure to play with these guys. These are incredible musicians, right? Yes, and thank you to Daniel, our conductor. He's doing a great job. He's got a lot of work. Thank you so much. So yes, we just played Detroit, which is from an album of mine called Renaissance. And we're going to play another song from the Renaissance album, but we're going to play an intro first, which isn't on the Renaissance album. This song is a little older than my Renaissance album. It's actually from a Puccini opera. Thank you very much. Revelation. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, this next song has a personality disorder. It has a schizophrenic quality to it. The first part is very cool and laid back and chilled out, and the second part is kind of crazy, okay? And we have so many musicians on stage. We've got cool musicians and we got crazy musicians. So we're gonna find a nice little balance, okay? It starts with the cool part, the bass. Thank you, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Adam Agati on the guitar. Adam Agati. On the saxophone, Alex Hahn. On the piano is Brett Williams. Brett Williams on the piano. Also on trumpet, Mr. Lee Hogan's. Lee Hogan's on trumpet. And on drums is Spud Seawright. Spud Seawright on the drums. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I want to tell you a short story about this next piece. About 3 years ago, the guys and I, we did a concert in Senegal, Africa. And it was a festival of music. It was beautiful. And the day before the concert, we took a short boat ride, 15 minutes from the coast of Senegal to visit an island called Gorée. And on this island, there's a museum called Une Maison des Esclaves, a slave house. And a long time ago, they would keep captive Africans there in that slave house to do inventory and to check them out to make sure that they were healthy enough to endure the trip across the Atlantic Ocean into slavery. In this slave house, they had 3 rooms, one for men, one for women, and one for children. The rooms were very small, and the captive Africans were stacked in these rooms, one on top of the other, like animals. It was very, very difficult. There was also a doorway, and on the other side of the doorway, you couldn't see anything except the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And after a while, they would take these captive Africans and they would march them through that door and put them on the big boat and send them away. So that door represented the end of their African experience. It was called, actually, the door of no return. So I decided I wanted to write a piece of music to express what we were feeling standing there in that slave house. And as I was writing the piece of music, I was struck by the idea that that doorway, that door of no return, which was the end of their African experience in a crazy way, it was also the beginning of our African American experience. So instead, with this piece of music, instead of making it just about pain and anger and resentment that we were feeling, I also wanted to make it a celebration of the ability of human beings to transcend, to overcome difficult beginnings and find joy, find happiness, find creativity. Creativity in the form, for example, of the jazz that you're hearing tonight, okay? Yes. So here you go. This song is called Gorée. This is really nice having all these cats in the band. I'm gonna take these guys on the road with me. Give it up one more time for Alex Hahn on the saxophone, y'all. I had the honor of working with Miles Davis, and I started off as his bass player in the early 80s. And then I came back to him in the mid-'80s as a composer and a producer. And right now, I'd like to play you one of the things that we collaborated on together. Of course, it was an honor to collaborate with Miles. And this one I dedicated to Bishop Desmond Tutu, who was doing such incredible work fighting against apartheid in the 80s. And I presented the song to Miles, and I said, Miles, I'd like to call this song Tutu, What Do You Think? And he said, I think that's a fabulous idea. And he took a fantastic, strong visual picture for the front of the album. The combination of what the music was about, along with Miles's unbelievable playing and that album cover picture, made a fantastic package. The album was called Tutu. It was very successful for Miles. We'd like to play the title song from that album, okay? Here's Tutu. Thank you to Metropole Orchestra. Thank you to Daniel, thank you. One more time, please, for Alex Hahn, saxophone. Lee Hogan's trumpet. Brett Williams, piano. Adam Agati on the guitar. And Spud Seawright on the drums. From yours truly, Marcus Miller, it's been a pleasure to play for you, a pleasure to work with these fantastic musicians. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.
The amazing Mr. Marcus Miller. Marcus Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the time we're taking Marcus Miller out of his comfort zone because this is the time he goes off stage and he teases the audience and they have to clap and then he does the encore. But now we take you out of that comfort zone because you got to stay here. But like I said in my introduction, this was for me, and I'm sure for the whole audience, a dream come true. Marcus Miller with the Metropole Orchestra. Wow! And before we go back to the proceedings of this evening, because there's something really important is going to happen, Marcus just told me that it was okay for me to tell you something special for all the listeners of Radio 6 NTR, because on December 22, we're going to do a 5-hour broadcast in the show Co Live on this station, and it's going to be a 5-hour tribute to the great, great George Duke. And that show will be presented by Mr. Marcus Miller on Radio 6 Soul and Jam. And I will make sure that everybody will know by that time, so you don't have to write it down. We'll make sure you won't forget. But now, Marcus, you're here for a reason, because you are a guest of honor, and you're going to be presented with the most prestigious award we have here in the Netherlands. And it's going to be presented by you by a very important man from the local government here in Eindhoven, very important in the cultural field. I found it, looked it up. Some people are laughing, I don't know why. Well, maybe, well, anyway, he's not the mayor of Toronto, that's for sure. But No, he's a very cool person, and I've met him before. And I think that the word in English is alderman. We call it wethouder. Graag uw applaus voor Joost Helms, dames en heren. And the microphone.
Well, thank you, Go. Well, Go just said it was like a dream come true tonight, and for me it's the same, because on behalf of the city of Eindhoven, we welcome you in Eindhoven on stage on the fabulous Muziekgebouw. So therefore our night is already been a great success. But for me especially, I've quite an ambiguous taste of music. Born in the 70s, grown up in the 80s, early 90s, so I'm a great fan of hip-hop and house music. I also do like jazz and funk a lot. And the reason is very simple. I like a good rhythm, and I definitely love a great bass line. So therefore, it's not a surprise. I really am a big fan of your music, and I've enjoyed tonight very much. And for now, I will just stop talking, because I just hope we have some time to hear some more. I have the privilege to present you the Edison Jazz World 2013 Lifetime Achievement Award. You very well deserved it. I'm very proud to hand it to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joost Helms. Marcus, the microphone is yours.
Well, thank you very much. Of course, this is an honor. And there's a lot of different ways you can interpret a Lifetime Achievement Award. One way is to just assume that you're done. And you can go sit down somewhere. But I choose to interpret this as simply a memento of encouragement. Right? This is something that I will take, and this will encourage me to continue on and maybe have a second ceremony, maybe in 20, 30 years. Because we got plenty to do, okay? So thank you very much. It's truly an honor. Thank you. Thank you again to the fantastic Metropole Orchestra. Thank you very much.
Marcus Miller. Shall we ask him for another tune?
We get to play another song? He wants to know if I'll sing. No, man. Well, thank you for that. So we weren't prepared for an encore. Of course we were. I was traveling in Istanbul, Turkey with the band, and I was walking down the street listening to the sounds, and I decided I wanted to do a piece of music that combined the sounds I was hearing there in Istanbul and the sounds of where I'm from in New York, okay? So I think there's a musical scientific term for it. I call it mush. I mushed the influence from Istanbul and New York. We call this song Blast. thank you again. The Metropole Orchestra. Thank you to Daniel, the band, and thank you, Marcus Miller. Love you. Love you. And we will continue on, right? God bless you. Bye-bye.
Winner of the Jazz Oeuvre Prijs 2013, Mr. Marcus Miller. Het Metropole Orkest. Daniel Jamison, the band, and the great Mr. Marcus Miller. Live hier in Eindhoven en live op Radio 6 Solo Jazz bij de NTR. Dit was een prachtige avond.